There was a Hasidic Rebbe that was seeing his Hasidim. And there was a huge line of Hasidim that were waiting to see him. And as the derech was, many poor people would also come in order to receive some money from the Rebbe. The Rebbe was looking at the end of the line and he saw one of the poor people that he was accustomed to giving money to. But he also realized that he had no money to give him. Didn't know what to do. He noticed joining the line was a very wealthy fellow, somebody that would probably bring a nice sum of money to bring to the Rebbe that he could pass on to this poor person. He told the Gabba, go and call that wealthy person to the front of the line. I need him here now. So he called him to the front of the line. And as was the custom, when you go to the Rebbe, you give him money. And the rich man gave the Rebbe a nice sum of money. The Rebbe was excited, satisfied that he'd be able to give the poor man some money when it was his turn. When it came the poor man's turn, the poor man turned to the Rebbe and started shouting and said, how can it be, just because I'm poor, I am not going to get into the Rebbe as quick as a wealthy person? It's not fair. And the Rebbe said to him, I want to explain to you something. In life, we don't always see the consequences of our actions. We don't always see behind the closed doors what's hidden. What you didn't see was that I needed money. And I knew that this wealthy person would be able to give me the money to pass on to you. So many times in life, we don't realize what's actually going on behind the scenes. Purim is a yontif that reveals all the secrets. You go through the Megillah, one by one. There's the most unbelievable story of how things look almost terrible for Klal Yisrael, for the Yidden, but turned out to be the best. The entire Megillah represents our lives of trials and tribulations, of challenges, of hurdles that we have to jump over. Sometimes looking so bleak, looking so difficult, so hard for us to swallow that pill. But we have to realize, Kol da'ovid Rachman alatav ovid. Everything the Rabbi Shalom does for us is for the best. The Heilige Baditsheva once gave a mashal of a mother that had 2 children. And she gave one of her children a nice piece of chocolate cake with 2 scoops of ice cream for dessert. The child was excited to get such a thing. When it came to the other child, she gave that child cut up fruit. And the child said, Chutzpah, you don't love me like you love my brother? Look what you gave him and look what you gave me. And the mother said, my dear child, you have to understand, your diabetes would cause you to die if you would have that much sugar. What you don't realize sometimes can change the whole picture. Sugda Baditsheva, the whole Purim, the Yontiv of Purim, the Megillah, is a story of our lives. How things can look so terrible, can look so bad, can look like there's no light at the end of the tunnel, but really, there's so much chizuk, there's so much good for us. Everything the Rabbi Shalom does is for our good, is for our benefit. We don't just see it. Wake up on this message of Purim, enjoy the Yontif, be besimcha, and then get the message of Purim.